Hi, Jim. I'm a new listener as of 2 weeks ago. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. I'm a psychiatrist at a major state university in South Carolina. A patient recently contacted me to let me know that she was denied life insurance due to her diagnosis of bipolar disorder. She is married with a preschool-aged child. What advice do you have for someone who is denied life insurance coverage? Is there another way for her to protect her family financially?
Good question, Jackie. The bottom line is no, there really isn't another good way. That doesn't mean she can't get life insurance, though. A lot of times when you go to apply to an independent agent to get life insurance, they do underwriting and you don't qualify due to some of your dangerous hobbies like climbing or flying or jumping out of airplanes or scuba diving or whatever. Um, and a lot of times it's just because of a medical condition. And you'd be surprised how minor those medical conditions can be. Just a relatively minor thing that you'd think wouldn't matter at all might drop you down a notch and cost you more to get life insurance. For example, something as simple as hypothyroidism is going to cost you more when you buy life insurance. And some things are going to keep you from being insured at all. Apparently, it sounds like bipolar might be one of those things. And I don't know if the concern is increased suicide risk or what it is, but you're not really going to argue with the insurance company actuaries about that. There's no way to do that. You basically either get it or you don't. Now, a nice agent that's doing this the right way will kind of pre-shop you around so you don't get that denial, so you don't have to report a denial and there's not a denial in their database. They'll pre-shop you around and say, hey, would you even consider offering this person insurance if they have a diagnosis of bipolar? And they may tell you, no, we won't. So you don't even bother applying. And that keeps you from getting the denial. And maybe down the road, it's a little bit easier to get life insurance later. You don't have to at least report that you had a denial. So what are your options if you aren't going to make it through underwriting? Well, you might be able to get it through a professional organization that doesn't ask any of those pesky underwriting questions. Generally, a group plan provided by an employer will not go through underwriting. You'll just get the insurance as a benefit. The downside of that is it's often only like 2 or 3 times your annual salary. So it's usually not enough life insurance for a young family with a bunch of dependents. But it's better than nothing. I mean, better to leave your family a couple $100,000 than nothing. It's not the $2 million they might need, but it's better than them setting up a GoFundMe and hoping for the best. Other options, well, some people take this sort of problem when they can't get disability insurance or they can't get life insurance, and they use it to motivate themselves to get to FI very quickly. And so they save a huge chunk of their income and they get to the point where they don't need disability or life insurance very quickly, 5, 6, 7, 10 years, something like that. You're still exposed, but you're exposed for a much shorter period of time, and it's the least risky period of time. You're far better off running that risk from age 25 to age 35 than you are running that risk from age 55 to age 65, for instance. I hope that's helpful, Jackie. I wish there was an easier way, but unfortunately with life insurance, you got to buy it before you take up anything dangerous or develop any dangerous conditions. They just don't want to take a bet on you if you're more likely to die than other people. If you want your questions answered by the White Coat Investor, record your question at whitecoatinvestor.com/YQA or click the link in the description.